Hey, it's Ty Screams, and I'm about to give you a recap of what happened on season 47, episode 8 of Survivor. There's different reactions from everyone back at camp from Tribal. Gabe sees it as a disaster, whereas Rachel sees how awesome her move was. Soul pulls Rachel aside to give her the intel that he's the one that sent her the advantage. The next day, Caroline guides the tribe to something that she found in the jungle, where they uncover it, and it's time for the Survivor auction. But first, they must scour the jungle for bamboo tubes filled with cash. The castaways quickly race off in the search for their cash, and Sierra is able to secure a ton of tubes, whereas Andy has zero. Sierra banks over like $1,000, which has gotta be some sort of record. Jeff gives the spiel about the auction, similar to last time, where there'll be 5 guaranteed items, and he'll draw a number from a bag to decide how many there actually will be, upwards of 15. Overall, there's quite a few big food items and some classics we see, but no advantages. That is, until Rachel spends $500 on a burger and fries, and while she's eating it, notices a paper sticking out of the fry pile. She's able to sneakily grab it and shove it into her bra while Genevieve is having a moment eating some chocolate. Another fun item that happened was a giant breakfast. Whoever bet had to compete by eating some live grubs, and the winner would then get the breakfast. Sam is able to quickly eat the grubs and secure his breakfast, but unfortunately for him, he was also the castaway with the most amount of money left at the end of the auction, meaning he loses his vote at tribal council. Back at camp, Rachel is able to break away to read the advantage, which states that there's an idol sewn into the tarp of the shelter. So while everyone is sitting in the shelter, she sneaks around and cuts it out of the tarp, giving her a full immunity idol without anyone else knowing about it. For the immunity challenge, the castaways must hold onto a handle connected to a bucket containing 25% of their pregame weight. They'll also be split by men and women, and there'll be immunity for each. Sue is able to win immunity for the women, and Kyle wins individual immunity for the men. We quickly jump into strategy mode back at camp, and Sam and Sierra see Andy as just a number. But Andy doesn't want that to be the case anymore, and he's wanting to flip on them. Gabe floats Sierra's name as she's the social threat, but Rachel and Sam's names are also out there too. Everyone knows that a Gata member needs to go, but there's not one name and there's no clear vote. At Tribal, they make it clear that the auction was a ceasefire, but once it was over, the shots started firing again. They also discuss the difficulties of keeping track of such a large tribe. They vote, and Rachel, in such a smart move, plays her shot in the dark, which reveals not safe. The votes red trigger a tie between Sam and Sierra. They revote, and Sierra actually gets to participate because Sam doesn't have a vote. In the second reading of the votes, it's a unanimous decision on Sierra, making her the first member of the jury. She congratulates everyone, then hugs Jeff and leaves tribal council. Rachel's move to play her shot in the dark was incredibly smart. Knowing your vote doesn't affect the outcome and using the shot in the dark to gauge responses of whether you should play your idol, that's next level. I can't wait till next episode, so be sure to like, subscribe, and tune in next time for another recap of Survivor.